Good evening, everybody. We are back. It's Wednesday, Hump Day. We're gonna play some Monster Hunter and fuck some shit up, yeah? Yeah. Let's go down the line and do introductions. We got quite the full house tonight, don't we? My word. Good heavens. Let's start ladies first. Cece? I'm just kidding.
Oh shit.
Mitsumi, say hello to the stream. You haven't been on in a while.
Hello from the world of Otherland.
The
I
world
am
of
but
what?
a ninja that lurks in the shadows.
The world of what now?
Oh my god.
Who's doing who?
Otherland.
For what? For how much money?
Yeah.
Is that where Hubbard went?
Who the hell is Hubbard?
Yes.
Alright, okay, alright. Ramen, you're up. Say hello to the stream.
Hello and goodbye.
Oh, okay. Raymond's in the house in the Twitch chat. Just got off work, about to watch Spooky live. Chilling in the cut with a real chilly vibe. Spooky about to kill it. Playing Monster World Hunter. Kicking because Beastie's to the side like a... Bars, man. I can't even read all that. Bars. Raymond got bars, guys. Mars, say hello. Marzuri-chan? I guess he's not talking.
I did. You see how I did that?
No,
I did that.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't.
yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I did that.
I
did that.
I don't know what you did, but okay.
No, okay, you ready? You ready? Introduction?
Yeah.
Mr. King.
Yeah. Oh wait, yo, here's my introduction. Yo, John Witherspoon said Boondocks is coming back, bitches.
Mars is excited. Stop clapping. Mars is excited about Boondocks. Let's keep going down the line here. CC, say hello to the stream, sir.
I don't know them niggas.
Okay. All right. We tried. Now
They don't
we're
know
here.
me.
Who else we got in here tonight? Who else is present? Let's see. Shadow Scar. Are you gonna say hello to my stream? You're new. You're new around these parts.
He's really not.
Yeah. I just hang out around, never show up.
He just hangs out and never shows up. And then with that, I think that's the squad. Yo, did I miss anybody?
Yo.
Oh,
Yo,
one
hey,
last
but
thing.
This is new. I got two white friends in here. Look at this shit.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh shit.
oh shit. There
I
goes
thought
the
ramen
neighbor.
noodle soup was like Mexican or something.
Dude, half white, man.
He's an
Like,
an
even if he
honorary.
gets-
Bro.
If he gets pulled
Mexican.
over, he's still white.
I'm-
He's alright, man.
That's rude.
White
You
is
said
right.
2, you mean 3.
If I can
I
compare
meant
myself
to,
to
you
Wonder
dark,
Bread, apparently
black
I am
son of a
definitely
bitch.
white.
CC
First of all, I'm
identifies.
white, nigga.
CC identifies as yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's trans race. My fault. You right.
You
right.
gotta
Bitch
be
ass.
respectful of the stuff and the things, man.
Right.
Cause it's
Oh, and
cause
with
it's,
that,
cause it's 2019 and we're pandering to everybody, right? Right,
Apparently.
Kratos fans, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Happy Pride Month, guys.
Happy
Nah,
Pride
fuck
Month.
that. No, you know what? Nah, fuck that and fuck,
Fuck
y'all
that.
for that. Cause y'all are really fucking up my shit with this pandering and catering to this shit, man.
Oh,
Y'all
gosh.
get a whole bunch of shit lately, and it's starting to piss me the fuck off. Like, really? Kratos? Now Kratos is bisexual / gay now?
Yeah, but
No,
okay, but he
no,
took it back though.
never.
But it was a lie. It was a
Yeah.
lie. He took it back. He took it back.
Yeah,
he
he
took it back.
said it was a joke
I know it
afterwards, but he
was.
Okay,
still-
okay, okay.
At
Listen.
the moment, I'm supposed to be devil's advocate. Then y'all fuck, man.
But
Shut
there's
up.
nothing to.
Everybody
Okay,
shut up.
so for those of you who don't know Stream Chat, Mars is talking about the creator, David Jaffe. Is that his name? David made Kratos,
Yeah.
right? David made Kratos.
David
so
Blaine.
David has a say in what Kratos' back history and all that sort of fun stuff is.
And
so
those
David,
extra skins you see him wearing.
right. So David decided that Kratos, in honor of Pride Month, was now going to be was it bisexual? Was it bisexual?
Yeah, there was somebody there was a shirt on Kratos before. I forget what it actually said before that. Somebody updated it and said it has pride and it's a rainbow and all that shit. So David Jaffe decided to be like, oh, he's bisexual. Like, are we gonna pander to everything? Like, you know what?
So-
I understand.
So
I get it.
You sound like a
because-
hater.
No, I don't. Because look at it this
No,
way.
it's just stupid.
Look at it this way. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not knocking the whole LGBTQ ABCD. It's all in me. Like, you know,
It's all
I get it.
in me. All right.
Yeah, you know, I'm every woman. It's
The
all
more
in
you
me.
know.
I get it, but like, give me a
Why-
break. Everybody's
why-
got to be gay. Woody's got to be bisexual now.
So
too.
update
Come
on
bro.
that. It turns out that came from a satire site. That was not a real thing. Somebody made that
Might
up.
have been.
That's a lie. So much like
Thank
David,
God.
much like David decided to say it was a lie. Woody being bisexual in Toy Story, that came from a satire site. It was a satire blog. It was made up.
Well then, my face is fixed, but I still think like
My face
a lot
is
of.
fixed.
I still think, yeah, you know, I'll own that. I will hold that L. If I am wrong, if that is wrong, I will own that. I still think a lot of things get catered to for those situations, especially with like far left and all that. Extreme. If you didn't know, I am not political by any way, shape, or
Nature.
form.
Except for when he is.
care about any. Yeah, no, I don't care about either side. Real shit. Like, even when I voted for myself because you're supposed to vote for the person that represents you, right? So I put in other and I voted for me.
What kind of
hooray for
hotep?
me, I
Never
didn't
mind.
win, but-
I'm not doing this.
If you genuinely don't like who's on the list, why would you vote for them? Hillary's
That-
a fucking joke,
that
and
mentality-
Donald Trump is a living meme. Like,
Well,
that's fucking
that
his
mentality
point. He was
is what-
destined to win.
Got him elected in the first
That
place.
means not at all, because the electoral colleges is what got him elected.
That's
so
fair. That's fair.
Don't try to blame that shit on me.
I'm blaming it on you. Voted for yourself,
yay
man.
politics.
I
Anywho,
voted for me. I'm the shit.
let
Aw.
love, says Raymond. Raymond says let love, and I agree. I feel like that's the thing we should be
Love
doing.
is love.
Let love.
I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. Why are we celebrating men sucking each other's dick?
Whoa.
Wait,
No,
what? I-
see,
what?
We're not gonna go this
Why
far.
would
Wait a
you
minute.
say that?
Wait.
Wait,
What?
Wait a minute.
That's not a thing
Hold on,
you
hold on.
said.
I
You
said a
didn't
lot of
say
things,
that.
nigga, but why would you say that?
Like what? Ladies and gentlemen,
Everyone
Scar,
has
everybody.
a right to do their own thing. Everyone has a right to their own actions. It's not
Yeah,
on
man.
the
If you're
actions of what you
gonna love
believe.
who you love, go ahead and love them. I don't give a shit. But I definitely don't feel like even on any aspect, I don't put my straight
not
business
force it
in y'all's
upon
face.
me,
I
so.
don't think I need to be forced to deal with whatever you want.
Yeah.
to
See, so here's
I
your
think-
beef.
I think
Your
we're at that
beef.
level.
You're beefing with the LGBT community when you should be beefing with. Don't gasp. Listen. When you should be beefing
No, I'm
with
a
these.
guy. Shit, I'm not. That's not you.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck about you right
Oh,
now.
I didn't even know
Taylor
you
tried
were
to
waiting
blow
on me.
my
I'm
life
sorry.
away.
you should be beefing with these corporations. That's who you should be beefing with. Okay. This is not an excuse to make. You know what I'm saying? This is not an excuse to make your Snickers bar rainbow colored, man. But they're doing it because they think that it's gonna boost numbers and they're gonna make money. Do not use my minority status, be it sexual orientation, race, gender. Don't use that to make a buck, man. I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it. And so that should be your beef, because it's really not the LGBT community shoving it in your face so much as it is Coca-Cola and Comcast and, every other
But,
major corporation.
oh my god. But even with that said, it's not like there's not LGBTQ activists and people.
Oh, no,
and
there
those
definitely
people
are,
doing
but
that.
you
So,
have
yes, I
the-
can still blame them as well. Like,
You
yes, I can blame the corporation, but there's still people behind it.
That's
with those
fine.
same thoughts and mentalities.
But
as
you
well.
have an active
Correct.
choice with corporate. Okay, so with people, with activists, with the community itself, you have an active choice as to whether or not you want to participate in the stuff that is going on, right?
know what, now
So
that I
you
think
have
about
somebody
it,
in your news feed on Facebook or Twitter that is driving you nuts with
got it.
posts. You can mute them. You can mute them. You can unfriend them. You can delete them. Whatever, what have you. You find out there's an
Until
activist
Facebook gives
meeting.
you ads for it and,
Hold
you
on.
decides
You
to
find out
listen
there's
to
an-
your conversations.
Let
and-
me finish though. You find out there's an activist meeting,
you don't get to
down at
finish this time.
Congress, down at City Hall. You have the choice of sitting that out. You can stay home. When Disney and Google own everything and they decide that they want everything to be LBGT, sunshine, happy rainbows, there goes your freedom of choice, right? So at this point, whether I want to look at it or not, I don't have a choice. It's here because it's in my entertainment, it's in my food.
Actually, before you go any further, stream. Let me preface this. 'Cause if anybody's new here,
Oh, if I die, my armor's
don't
bad
ever
before I
directly
think about it.
take anything that I say like this to heart. If you have not been part of this, you should know now that I typically play devil's advocate. So I look at other sides. I give a different aspect of an opinion. So if it sounds like I'm like being harsh, I'm not really. It's just fun.
You can't
It's
have a
not.
conversation without hearing both sides, even if you don't.
Yeah,
agree
you have.
with it.
Yeah, you have to hear both sides of these arguments sometimes. Now, when I'm passionate about something, I will definitely
Yeah.
let the stream know.
Yeah.
Right. So in
But
other
this one,
words,
like, I
Mars is
really-
about to
I
play
couldn't-
antagonist as best he can, which is so
Oh,
stupid
yeah.
to me, because
Yo,
you know I'm
it's
right.
toxic masculinity tonight, goddammit.
Jesus.
We're all about this shit.
There we go.
If you can
2019.
Hey, what I love about arguments is if you can convince the other person without a doubt that that idea is correct, then you are right. But if you cannot do that, then you cannot profess that you have won the argument.
I don't think that's how arguments work, man. I don't think arguments are about being right. I think they're about finding mutual
Yeah, of course
understanding.
there are. What?
What? Ramen,
Arguments are always about being right.
why in the hell would you ever
see,
give...
Or what?
that's the fact.
Yeah.
See, that's because you don't be winning arguments. That's why.
What the hell?
Stop the other side.
It's not about the...
We're
Listen.
gonna talk about
This
you
is...
win an argument.
Oh
We'll
my
No,
god.
no. There's a difference between winning arguments and being a fucking bully, bro.
Hey, we're not gonna talk about this today. Okay?
You're a
Listen.
goddamn bully.
Mars is awesome and has valued
Scream, yo,
points.
scream.
I don't agree with all of them, but I digress. So Raymond values your devil's advocacy. He says that you have you have valid points, valuable points to add to anything that we typically end up discussing or debating. Yeah, you're wrong, sweet friend.
Sorry.
And so he's saying you all right. You good in the hood with him. That's what he's trying to tell you right now. Respect.
Yeah, yo, but stream. Let's go ahead and tell you about this bully hunter over here.
No.
That,
Ooh.
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
Oh.
Not.
That sweet innocent face that's on your
That's
screen
your
right
freak.
now is a fucking murderer. She is a verbal murderer.
He's a liar, guys. He's a liar. Everything that he's about to tell you is fiction.
You're a
Don't believe a
liar.
word he's
No,
saying.
so check this out, Stream. Check this out, Stream.
I don't
may
believe
not
you.
be the smartest man, but I'm smart enough to have screen caps. Go ahead and put that in the chat. if you
Why
will.
would you
So-
say that?
Oh, you thought?
Why would you ever say that? All right, okay.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah,
listen.
that ass.
I got a little SJW earlier this week, and it got out of hand, and I said some words that were less than pretty. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? In my defense, dude had it coming. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyway.
Or I was sad and a friend came to my rescue.
That's exactly what it was. She was having a
Is that
vulnerable
what you
moment. You
call
guys,
it?
everybody here knows that I am a major advocate of mental health and making sure that everyone is all right and of sound mind. Mitsumi here, which, by the way, Raymond says you have the voice of an angel. Mitsumi. What?
Nigga, did you just do a creepy ass?
Mitsumi here was upset. She was having a very, very down, kind of depressive, vulnerable night, right? And so, you know, most people were going, oh, I'm here for you, what's wrong, talk to me, you know, you have connections, you know, that sense of family that I talked about in my mental health awareness stream. Except for one guy who is a known and proud misogynist. He hates quote-unquote feminism. He hates
Is he,
quote-unquote...
though?
Yes! These are things that he has...
If you're a woman, how does that work? Is that
Oh my
or,
god.
or 2019, you're absolutely right. You can identify.
He is a proud misogynist. He is of the sound and thorough belief that women cannot be logical, they cannot be of sound mind, and all they really need in their lives to make their lives complete are a man. You need some mans. If you got some mans and you got some boobs, you can bear the children's, and then life is good for you. You're perfect. And so
No,
this
you
is
need
this.
to be in the kitchen making me a sandwich.
Oh yeah,
woman.
no, we'll get there. We'll get there. So this is the
Masculinity
person.
back.
This is the person that I went in on. This is the person that Mars is accusing me of bullying. Whatever.
Using?
Yes. You're accusing me.
That's what you're saying?
That's what I said.
Yeah, okay, no. Okay, go ahead, continue. Continue.
This
Allegedly.
this young man, allegedly, this young man posts to Mitsumi's status of vulnerability, going, "What's your problem? You got a man, don't you? How are you feeling alone? You got a man." And so she proceeds to tell him that what he's saying is ignorant, and his response is, "No, it's not. You got a man. You could be worse. You could be single like me." At the point where I, decided to speak up, because I already don't like this person as a person, okay? Like I said, you're a known misogynist. You think you have a rap career. There's just, and I'm not gonna mention their name. This person is not even worth mentioning by name. So,
SoundCloud bumping.
oh my, but except for when you're not, because you don't have any, music.
Except for he doesn't exist because he deleted it.
We tried, trust me. But this is the point where I spoke up and said, having a man does not complete your life. That's not all women live for, and for you to be of that belief really highlights your lack of emotional
you need
intelligence.
to live for it, nigga.
Scar, what are you
This
doing,
is what
man?
I said. I said to
Right,
him, I
you're
said,
kind
this
of
highlights your lack
I
of
was trying to
emotional
get back and eat
intelligence.
again.
Highlights your lack of emotional
You ain't got no
intelligence.
podcasting?
And
But anyway, yeah, continue.
And he decides at that point to tell me that I should STF you because what was the first insult? I can't even remember. Oh,
you're
he doesn't.
ugly and
No,
you're
that wasn't the
stinky.
first. That wasn't the first insult. The first insult was I
You
should
ain't got
shut
no
up.
booty.
I should shut up because not only do I not know what I'm talking about, but he doesn't have any respect for me or my opinion. That was the first thing. And that comment was ended with, "Why don't you go in the kitchen and make me a sandwich?" To which I
So
replied,
it was a fuck you and the horse you walked in on.
right, this is how he responded to me and my response, which, like I said, to be fair, was a little biting. I did tell him he had the emotional intelligence of a 5-year-old. But, I mean, you do. You do. If you really think having a boyfriend or having a girlfriend is going to complete you, you're still watching Disney movies. Like, you have to be at this
Delusional.
point.
But no, he doesn't watch Disney movies because those are for kids. Don't forget that.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot.
Bitch for that. That nigga said
Those are for
fuck
children.
a what he was.
Oh, okay. So
Children.
my response to him, telling me to make him a sandwich is, oh, so not only do you live with your mother and have the emotional intelligence of a 5-year-old, but you can't feed yourself either. Okay, got it. That's where we're at. This is the person that I'm talking to. And that's how the fight started. Is all I'm gonna say to that. 200 comments
I love the
later,
fact that it
I was
started.
200.
200 comments later, I was
Not two more. 200.
I was ugly, I was stinky, I had smelly vag, I was on welfare, I can't keep a man. What else? Oh yeah, he called me a tranny. So he's also transphobic. Oh yeah, no, I have a flat butt. I have no booty. And I'm a tranny. I'm a tranny with a smelly vajayjay, and that's why I can't keep a
And
man.
flat butt.
And flat butt. And I'm on welfare.
I'm sorry
about
for
that.
your issues.
Don't forget about that.
Sorry for your issues.
Sorry for your issues. So he's going in on me. So this guy has already highlighted that he's transphobic, misogynist. Oh yeah, he called me a stupid femi too. That was the other one. I'm a stupid
Yeah,
femi.
Femi.
Yes,
Femi.
you're a fan.
Yeah, I like that. So that's funny. You Femi.
You femi. So
Fucking Femi.
he went back at me, with all the childish insults, and I say childish because he literally used the word stinky at several junctures. Several junctures. Now, those of you that watch my stream on a regular basis know that Mars has, like, all the insults for all the effort, right? Ask yourself, if you were in a wordsmith fight with me, an internet fight with me, and Mars sided with you, ask yourself if the choice of insults that you would go with would really be stinky. Like that's what you're going with? Really? You got Mars in your corner.
I tried to help. Look,
He did
I
try to
tried
help him.
I mean,
He
he's,
did.
he's being
I
at
just
least a
asked
little
him.
bit considerate.
No, that was just really the best he could do. Is the problem? Like he wasn't
that's-
trying to be
I
nice.
tried.
He just
I was-
that was
yeah,
the
I was
best
at
he
least
could
hoping-
do.
At
Raymond-
best, he could be like, you stupid. Like he couldn't even pull the C word out of his pocket. He's just like, you're stupid feminist. You femi. You
Stinky.
fucking stink.
I'm
You're
a stinky
bad.
femi.
You're bad. You're a tranny.
I'm a stinky femi. I'll put that on a
Street
t-shirt.
market,
I'm a
you
stinky
show up.
femi. Let's make shirts, guys. Let's make shirts that say I'm a stinky femi.
femi.
Stinky femi. Hashtag
Stinky
stinky femi.
Me.
Raymond says, I understand and sympathize with that. I've been at the point of attempting suicide and will always try to keep others from that point. Okay, so then you understand why I roasted this kid. And the messed up part about it is I didn't really even roast him. I just kind of reminded him of his living conditions.
But I mean that has nothing to do with anything because you have to look at it in this situation. You can't really remind someone of a living situation. Like life's hard, right?
right.
Only when you choose to do that is when you can get clamped, and he chooses to. So such
Right.
is life, right?
Right. So at this point, we know it's a choice. We know that you're refusing to grow or, be anything or make anything of yourselves or even remotely be a kind and understanding human being. We know that you're not doing any of these things. So you are
no,
you
no,
are
no,
Please
up
don't die.
for grabs in my book, and it
You
was
better not die, you son of a bitch.
No,
Oh,
you
dear.
motherfucker.
it sounds like
I
someone
think he
died.
died.
Who died?
All right.
Oh shit.
So you guys have to understand though, because the stream knows that typically I am one that will always engage in intelligent conversation and discussion. It doesn't matter what the opposing view is. I will have that conversation and I will be respectful of you and I will be respectful of your views as best I can or as best as I am able to or capable to. Yeah, that all went out the window, guys. I was the biggest asshole I could possibly try to be. And I can't even really say try because, like I said, I know this individual in real life.
Look, you
This
just
is
started
just-
something with that poor man for no reason.
This is just not
Straight up.
a valued
Bully
member
yeah,
of society
man.
that we're discussing here. And I hate to say that, but it's really the case. He's extremely judgmental. He's extremely sexist. He's extremely hateful. And you don't really have a right to be any of those things
Ooh.
when you're not
Ooh,
giving
you
anything
welcome.
back to the community that you are a
Bullshit,
part
nigga.
of. So,
Uh,
so
Stream. This is the thing that I teach them all the time. Ugly people always start trouble. Okay?
oh my
Ever think
gosh.
about any negative situation you've been in the club, on a stream, that person's not the most attractive. Pretty people don't have to start shit. Think about it.
People don't have to start shit. I wasn't trying to be shallow, man. Speaking of looks, apparently Raymond's
I am. I don't care.
2-year-old says that I'm prettier than Beyonce, and she adores Beyonce. So
Aw,
like that is like she like loves me 3000, guys. What's her name? Tell me her name, Raymond, so I can say it and
Don't let her
say
see the
nice things
truth.
to her. What?
Don't let her see the truth.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Ouch!
That sounds hilarious.
Ouch! Tell me her
Hey,
name,
hold on,
Raymond,
hold
so
on.
I can shout her out,
what?
man. Oh my
She's
god.
only ugly. She's only ugly on the inside because she's a fucking bully. So that's fine.
He deserved. Okay. So I'm gonna ask the question of Twitch chat, and I'm gonna ask everybody here. Twitch chat, do you think? And I'm not gonna use the term bullying, but do you think at any given point in life, aggressive language is necessary when dealing with a certain individual? Is harshness and unkind behavior a requirement at some point? Oh, her
It's
name is
never
Ayane,
required.
like in DOA. Okay, hold on. 2 seconds, Mars, then we'll answer the question. Ayane, hi, sweetheart. You are so cute.
Ayane.
Hey, can I
I'm
flash
glad
this
you're
thing?
watching me.
Yeah, go for
Thank
it.
you.
Don't die though.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. There, and that way, if
Y'all are so
she.
rude. She's trying to talk to the little kid and y'all are just.
I know.
Okay,
I'm trying to tell
flashlight.
Ayane what's up. Like, she likes me. I like her back. Hi, sweetie.
Look,
Hey,
look,
sweetie.
The babies is gonna know we ain't trying to die no more, so you understand, little baby.
All right, I'm done, and I will probably
We living
clip
for the
that for
kill.
you, Raymond, at some point. I'll probably clip that and get that to you so you can show her. But you were saying, Mars?
I mean,
I'm sorry, Trevor.
I don't remember because I was trying not to die. What were we talking about? Oh yeah,
Is
it's not
harshness.
necessarily ever needed. No, why would harsh language ever be needed to get a point across?
Not even
Like, the most
necessarily to get a
intelligent
point
people
across,
can
but
can formulate anything without having to, talk down to someone, right?
okay, that's fair. But I'm not even saying necessarily to get a point across, but like in the name of a cause, or simply because it's just that guy. You know what I
For
mean?
justice.
This is the guy that nobody likes. This is the girl that nobody likes. He or she is extremely unkind. They're rude. They're hateful. Do you think that is earned? That at that point it is deserved if someone like goes in on that person?
Harsh language to talk down to someone is never deserved.
Okay. So Mars says no. Ramen?
Is it?
Ramen, what about you?
I'm in the mindset that it depends on person to person because there's some people that just won't listen, and you need to get their attention.
Why
in
you
a
knocking
sense.
down so quick?
So
Look,
you either
that
gotta
nigga
get
knocked
them
himself
to
out.
pay attention by giving them an insult so that they hear you, or you just let it go. It's
Okay.
your only two options.
So we got a yes.
I
Raymond
don't-
says
I don't
yeah.
believe that.
So
to
we
be
got
the
two
case.
yeses and a
I don't
no.
believe that to be the case.
That's fine.
Cece, what about you?
I'm not even paying attention.
I know you're not.
Harsh language, reading somebody their rights, giving somebody their just desserts verbally. Do you think that is ever, in any capacity, deserved? Do you think that's something that someone deserves? Anyone, in any given
Well,
situation?
you know what? No, I take that back, and yeah, I can definitely say I'll agree with you situationally. In
Right.
that situation, dude was just dumb. You're smarter than him. You chose to talk down. That was your choice.
And
That's
you chose to become the
Yeah,
bully.
yeah. See.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You
When
could
you-
have killed him.
when
You
you
could have killed him with
approved-
words at any time.
I
without
did.
having to
Yeah,
be an
when you
asshole,
proved
but
you
did.
were
Aww, hi,
intellectually
Ayane.
superior to him, you could have ended it there, but instead
He
you kept
wouldn't
reaming.
stop,
That's when-
though. That's the
No,
thing is
even
we
still,
did do
he
that.
was
We did
digging a
several
ditch for
rounds of
himself
that.
even more. Every time he insulted you, he just kept digging that ditch deeper and deeper, and yet you kept reeling him back in just to give him a little
you
more
did.
room.
I don't even know what you're talking about,
That's
man.
what,
Yeah, no, she doesn't.
So listen.
Okay, it's all fun stream, like real shit.
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
The dude, low key, did deserve to be disrespected because he decided to instead of even with
Insult.
funny quips, right? We're a pretty casual group of friends. We're all pretty intelligent, I feel.
Right.
Like, even when we're acting silly, we can all formulate some fun times and some jokes. But to go as far as doing the whole, well, you're a bitch. Yeah, now you kind of deserve whatever you're gonna get. Right?
Old
And
faithful.
you're just mad because this woman on her worst day is smarter than you ever
Ouch.
could be.
Oh my goodness.
And
Are you guys still in a fight? I'm
And
just
she-
sitting here at the hub.
yeah, we're almost done.
Okay,
We're almost done.
Are we?
take
Are
my
we waiting on
spot.
that?
I guess so. I don't know. So like, I mean, that's
yeah, and
really
he's just trash.
that's really what it boiled down to. Is you came at my friend because she was at a moment of weakness. I'm not weak right now, and so you are gonna get everything that's coming to you because you know what I
just
mean.
desserts.
Right, and then even after I was told, so this is the thing. It was Mitsumi's status,
Run,
and
y'all.
she told me there was a point in time. She goes, "Okay, that's enough. You win, Spokey. You win. You don't gotta go no more. You're good. Everybody's good." And I stopped. I became the good noodle because I was asked to be the good noodle, right?
Nigga, cause I had to ask you after her. Like,
I'm a good
outta
noodle.
here.
I'm a
You
good
act
noodle.
Like two people didn't have to get on your ass to calm down.
I was calm. I wasn't even upset. That's the thing. Is we were just tee-heeing as we were writing stuff. Anyway, so I stopped. And after I stop, everybody, starts this flourish of positivity. It's like I have cleansed the room, right? I've cleansed the room of the demon. Everyone's being nice. Everyone's being loving. Everyone's being positive. And then dude came back.
'Cause
And he
you
just-
can't get kicked and just leave the room.
He
No.
wanted a round
gotta prove
3,
he's
I
right.
guess. He wanted a round
Yeah.
3. And so then that was the point where I actually started being mean. Like, intentionally mean. That was the point where I started being intentionally mean. Prior to that, it wasn't. You know what I mean? I told him to stop, knock it off, shoo, go away, and he just kept going. And then with the tranny comments, like, don't come over here and be homophobic. We don't get down like that, bruh. You're calling me a tranny like it's a bad thing. Number one, if I was a tranny, I'd be beautiful. I'd be gorgeous. Because let's be honest, I'm sexy AF. Best surgeon ever if I was a tranny.
Until that
You
Snapchat
know what?
filter
You already
came in,
proven
you
that
look like
picture
a
last time.
pedophile.
I don't think so. We ain't doing that. We ain't
But
talking
we ain't
about
gonna go there either, right there.
I'm just saying, if I was a transgendered woman, I would be fabulous.
Oh, why would you do that?
So,
You would be amazing. I
thank
agree.
you. Thank you, Mitsubi.
Because you look like a pedophile too. So you
We're not talking about being men. We're talking about being women because obviously I would be a transgendered woman. He was calling me a tranny, which means that he thinks I was post-op, which means I'm a woman. Which if I'm a transgendered woman, I'm sexy as hell.
I get it.
So-
I ain't still am referring to them ugly ass pictures.
The manification.
Aw,
pictures.
Nubia's crying, so that's the newborn saying hi to BRB. Alright, Raven. Anyway, so number one, there's that. Number two, you're not gonna sling that around like it's an insult, bruh.
We're gonna
It's
we're gonna stop this
2019.
goddamn
Are
thing.
we really, am I really supposed to be offended that you called me transgendered? Like, what? No, I'm confused. Your homophobia is showing, sir, and I need you to grow up. And that's how that went for me. And so the point where he started doing that, it was like, all right, I'm really going to be mean to you now because you clearly don't get it. You clearly need someone to hurt your feelings. So I basically told him he was a failure and a waste of oxygen.
Oh, and he's a terrible SoundCloud rapper too. That's the part I laughed at.
That's what I said, a failure and a waste of oxygen. That's what I said. So, like, I more or less told him that in
And your
several...
mixtape sucks, nigga.
What mixtape? Several...
Your mixtape sucks, nigga.
Several rephrased ways I said that. I criticized his weight. I told him he was a failure in life and that he should probably get off of social media before he loses his job, which is the one thing of any value or contribution that he's giving in the world. And that was really the long and the short of that. And then I got called the B word, and then other things had to happen. But, you know, it was a fun day, all in all, I think. Yeah. Fun day.
It was a good day. All was well in
But
the
you know,
world.
hey, all I can say, stream, is don't let that sweet face fool you. She's mean. She's a killer.
It's a lie. It's a lie from the pit of hell. He's lying to you guys.
Yeah.
He's lying to you. It's not true.
Yeah, sure I am.
I don't believe you, sir. And neither does anyone else. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Yet. That's rude. Dude, all I do is play video
Shout
games.
out.
Shout out to who?
Shout out to all of my lesbian, bisexual women, men's. I see you out there, people.
Hex yeah. Hex yeah.
Wait,
Totally.
did you say
In honor of
lesbitronified section?
Why isn't she falling?
She did.
I'm kind of
Oh,
confused
oh,
on what
no,
you
let
said.
that,
No, I
let
said-
that
I
bitch
said
stay. We ain't
Leprechaun.
letting it go to fucking sleep.
Yeah, I'm
This shit done before I
interested
go to
at
bed.
that choice of words.
Lesbian?
Yeah, what's a
Oh.
lesbian?
Lesbitron.
So, once upon a time, I had this coworker. She was a lesbian, and
Okay.
me and this coworker were amazing. And we used to like joke and laugh after like in between calls and stuff. And
What
and like
the fuck?
so we were just talking
So-
about like our relationships and relationship status, and that's when I found out she was a lesbian. And that's how the word lesbitron came up, because we were also talking about Transformers and how
In the same
Megatron and
conversation?
Optimus,
Transformers.
In the same
Lesbitron.
conversation.
Okay. So a
lesbitron
lesbian transformer is a lesbitron. That's what you're
is a
saying.
lesbitron.
I like it.
Okay, now I get it. Now I get it. Okay.
I like it. I think it needs to stay.
Wouldn't that
Oh yeah,
make
no,
all
lesbitron is a thing.
There's only one sex. There is no female version of Transformers, is there?
Are you nerd mansplaining me right now? Is that what's happening?
No, I'm kind of confused because I've never actually seen a female Transformer.
I'm pretty sure.
This is true. Transformer, dude.
Wasn't
It
there an
is.
airplane that
Are
had
you
boobies?
talking about those bikes? No, I'm pretty sure those bikes.
No,
were
nigga,
females.
fuck the stupid ass movies. I'm talking about the cartoon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty
Female
sure.
did you
You're
see?
so
What
aggressive.
female
See,
transformer did you see?
I thought there was an airplane that had boobies. Didn't the airplane have boobies?
No, that was an old man.
Not Starscream.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah,
another
look, man,
airplane.
this conversation is above me.
I'm googling it.
This
I'm
conversation is
super
above me.
googling it right now. Female Transformers. Let's see. Female Autobots. The female Autobots is a group in the various Transformers series in the Transformers franchise. Their base is in Cybertron. So Lesbotron is a very fitting. Yeah.
This conversation is above me. I'm out.
Yeah, see, she's pink. I knew it. I knew I was okay. She's not an
It's above
airplane.
me.
She's some kind of like
It's above
hot rod jet. She's some kind of like hot rod jet, but she's a thing. G1 female
you know what
Autobot.
she is?
Yeah, she's pink.
She's a crock pot. She's a crock pot. You know,
That's
toxic
that's
masculinity.
racist.
She's gonna cook my dinner. Goddamn it.
You're being
Toxic
racist.
masculinity in this bitch.
You're a racist.
Is it racist or
Is it
sexist?
racist or
I don't.
sexist?
I don't know. You're doing a something. You're doing a something.
She gonna turn into a. She gonna turn into
No,
a
no.
panini press and
It's a
make my
machinist.
sandwich.
A mini
It's a
press?
machinist.
Like a panini? Like a panini,
Panini.
press?
Yeah, I just said
It's a
machinist.
panini.
She gonna
Yeah,
make my
can she
sandwich.
though? Like,
Jesus.
serious.
Those are
what I'm
delicious,
saying?
though.
You're being
Right,
racist.
then
I'll
I get
catch
the
you tomorrow
color.
night, Mars.
I get to call her a bitch, and then she's gonna make
What
my
the
sandwich. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Who let you in here, man?
Nigga, it's my party.
Oh my god.
It's my party. I can cry.
Yo,
So are we gonna do Behemoth?
Hold on.
No,
Transition.
no,
We're
not
gonna go
watch.
into rapist Brock Turner.
Is that where we're going? Because I was
is,
gonna go into literal racism, since we have a couple of examples of that as well today or this week.
Okay, we can segue into that, and then we can go to rapist Brock Turner.
I don't
Yeah,
think Brock Turner deserves much attention. He's finally having to register as a sex offender. Thank
I
God.
know, but it also segues into Alabama doing chemical castration. I feel like they should be able to do that to rapist Brock Turner as well.
Well, does he live in Alabama?
But that's just me. No, I want him to though, just for like.
I was gonna say maybe we can like come together, the other 49 states, to like scare him into moving to Alabama, and then it has to be a thing. Like maybe we can figure that out.
Wow.
You can scare him into going to another state.
Yeah. So if the other 49 states like come together, you know, and form Voltron, we can make him move to Alabama.
Said Ed for Voltron.
Why are you laughing? I'm
that's
so
what happens
serious.
That's what happens when five midgets come together. They form an entire human person. Shit's fucking baller. Shout out to my little people out there. I fuck with y'all. You know? Hey.
Give me your Xbox controller immediately.
I am
Immediately.
You are
Hey,
grounded,
look.
sir.
Look. Okay, Stream. So I had a really shitty month, right? And I know I kind of hit it pretty well. But now we are back to angry. My tank is still empty, but it's filled with rage. So I'm letting it out toxic.
Ooh,
You know,
dog,
it
that's
just
a kiss
happens to
from
be
that.
funny. So if I wasn't funny, then I would understand. But I'm funny, so it's all right.
That's
So
fine.
like five midgets come together and they form human person, and then they're 5'7", and then they go buy clothes at Target and shit. It's pretty crazy.
Did he say?
But
Anyway,
and now
What
okay,
is
back to
happening?
Rapist Brock Turner.
everything you
Young
just said,
Ashley.
nah, forget Brock. Everything you just said is above me now, Mars.
Oh,
It's above
okay.
me now.
Well, there is a Best Western across the street. Yo, black ass can stay over there.
It's above me now. It's above me now. I can't.
When there's
Above
five
me,
midgets
nigga.
on top of each other, yep, they'll definitely be above you.
Oh
No,
no,
they won't.
that's
They'll
not.
still only be 5'4". Like, what the fuck?
Stop
Like, what you gonna do? I'm
talking
just gonna.
about the
I'm gonna
midgets.
disassemble one of you little nigglets, and then I'm just gonna let you run away. They're like, look, never mind. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
I want
Yeah,
you guys
it's
to
alright.
all
It
know
works
that
if I
this
keep
stream does
talking.
not condone the jokes at the expense of midgets or dwarfism. It's
No,
just, it's not okay.
little people. I love you, little guys, man. You guys, little pocket pimps, little micro mini pimps. That's just fire.
Raymond said, "Look,
Put you
he's
on a stick of
helping."
gum?
Raymond, don't help. Raymond has a question for you, Mars. He's 6'10". How many midgets
Mm-hmm.
would it take to form him?
7. And like, yo, check it. So, because the 5 that form the person you got to get two more. One's the neck, and then the other one's the head, and then they grab phone books.
That is one creepy
Wait a
neck.
minute. I don't know which one is more concerning. The fact that he answers so quickly, or
He's
the
thought
fact
about
that
it.
he's just making this shit up.
He's
on
given
the
some thought
fly,
to.
and
No,
it
he's
makes
not
sense.
making it. He's giving this some thought. I can tell.
Not
I
at
can
all.
tell.
Yeah, this
He's
has been on my mind.
He's imagined
forever.
the
I'll
amount
be
before
Right.
they even got to it.
He's been laying
I'll
in bed
be
at
the
night
fucking.
trying to figure out how
I'll
many
be in the
midgets he
gathering
can
hub in just a
use
second.
to make things. That's he does this. I'm sure of it. I'm confident. I don't know.
I
Yo,
do want to
midget-
see the midget Voltron.
Midgets,
though.
midgets
I
are the
really-
sub boss. Midgets are the sub boss to an ugly person. Like that's all they are. You, five
That's
of them.
not nice.
They all run around you. Am I a nice person? Toxic masculinity, man. Out here, 2019.
I'm
Toxic.
just saying. Why do midgets have to be negative? That's just rude. You're rude.
Every
Well,
time
negative.
someone says the word,
they-
for one, every time someone says the word midget, it's offensive. And two, every time y'all say it, it just reminds me of Borderlands 3. That I wish I
Ninjas
could
just
play.
creep me out.
Yeah.
That's
there you
fine.
go, guys.
Little guys.
Okay. Anyway.
So let's get back into talking about this
I'm
gentleman.
So sorry. Yeah, we're so off topic because
This
of me.
this it's
So,
above me,
yeah.
gentlemen. So it goes
Yeah.
kind of into the LGBT conversation that we were having. Because some stuff came out about this. So for those of you that don't know, for those of you that have lived under a rock in the past week, there is a black gentleman. I cannot remember what state this took place in, but it was in the U.S. because, of course, that's the only place that racism seems to run rampant and get news airtime. Get airtime on the news, I guess is what I'm saying. But this gentleman had a conversation with a guest who was
Yo,
coming
Mimi,
to
fix your dog, bro.
check in. And the conversation he had was on the phone at first. And apparently she was frustrated and upset and belligerent and yelling on the phone while he remained calm and kept his composure. I don't know if it was a specific type of room she was looking for. I don't know if she had a question about pets, but some question she asked, she did not get the answer that she wanted. And the conversation from there escalated and ended with him going, "Is there anything else that I can assist you with at this time?" And her response was to scream to her husband in the car, "This effing N-word," blah, 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 and then she hung up the phone. So she called him, and it's in the video, and the video is everywhere, but she called him a fucking nigger, is what she called him. And, the video that went viral picks up with this woman in person at the desk of the hotel talking to the same gentleman that she decided she was going to call a racial slur. And he's basically telling her, "No, you can't stay here anymore. We've already refunded your card. Get out." But he's doing it in a very calm and very professional manner. And she's begging and on the verge of tears. And she's sorry. And she didn't mean to say it. And she's stressed out because her mom just died. And all of her family is staying in this hotel. And so she just really wants to check into her room because she's had a horrible day. And she didn't mean it. And she's sorry. And please just let me in. So the entire time he just goes, "I understand that. I apologize, but it's above me now. You can't stay here. There's a Best
above me.
Western next
above
door. There's a Best Western next door. Hey, Mike J, you snuck in here, man. You snuck in here. There's a Best Western next door. It's above me now. I can't help you." So this whole back and forth ensues between these two, and then somehow her daughter comes up to the counter at some point, to which the woman goes, "He won't let me in." And the daughter goes,
problem?
"Yeah, what's the problem?" And he goes, "Well, she called me an effing N-word." And instead of going, "Oh my God, Mom, oh my gosh, really? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry," her first response was, "Sir, my grandma just died." To which he goes, "And I understand that, and I'm very sorry, but it's above me now." And this was
You don't understand. We've had such a hard time.
Right.
Such a hard time. Well, I had a hard time hearing that over the phone.
which is what he says at one point in the video. The video is about 60 seconds overall in time. So if you haven't seen it, I encourage you to go look that up. Just Google "It's Above Me Now" and I promise you'll find it. So he's being sung, or was being sung on the internet as a sort of hero for standing up to racism and not excusing bad behavior just because somebody said that they were sorry.
But
Right, but you know, yeah. And Mike J, you just got it. There's the turning point. Mike J said it, so I'm gonna just read his comment. Oh, I heard that somebody dug through 2 years of his tweets and called him transphobic. They did. Somebody went back on his Twitter account and went back about 2 years to 2017, where he made statements saying that he does not understand the transgendered community. He doesn't understand the transgendered community. He's a gay man, and he understands, you know, not being able to control who you love, but the transgendered and the having operations stuff is just beyond him. He doesn't get it. And so now he's gone from Twitter, from being, you know, an unsung hero for standing up for racism, to being transphobic and closed-minded and, you know, all the sort of things that Twitter will drag people for.
Of course.
So we get here, Stream, because me and Spokey had this conversation. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask everyone in here. Because we get here in context of just over the past couple of years with the cancel culture and the mute culture and all this. When is it okay to dwell on an individual's past? When are they allowed to grow from situations? Now, I'm not necessarily speaking on this one, but I'm just saying this is just an example of multiple times we hear this when someone, oh, I'm digging through their past tweets and I found this out back in 2008. Like, okay, well, it's 2019.
2008. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Like, okay, the perfect example, when Kevin Hart got the whole situation about not being able to go to the Oscars, or they pull up other people. They pull up and dig and dig for. Yeah, okay, that's fine. And dig for other people's information so much, like they can't grow. Now, in this young man's situation, I don't know if he's had another conversation. Maybe he has grown. Maybe he's talked to some trans or some other individuals and he has a different opinion. Can his opinion not be swayed and understood differently now?
So here's the thing, because once the tweets came out, he came out and spoke about it. And he said his response to the general public about the tweets were, yes, those are things that I tweeted. Yes, I do still not understand their lifestyle, and I personally would not live it. Hold on. However, I'm not done. He was like, yes, I tweeted that. Yes, I do not personally understand their lifestyle, and it wouldn't be my choice. However, they are my brethren, and we are allies, and I will always support them. That's what he said. So that is his stance.
Oh, and
So
answer to your question, Mars.
So he doubled
Mars,
down, and he
question.
did so in a respectable way. 10 years?
10 years is 10 years.
10
the limit?
years?
Okay.
Why?
Hold on.
Why
10
10 years? Why 10 years?
That's as far back as you can go? Or
Yep. Anything
like,
before 10 years automatically becomes null and void. Hey, if you can get away with a crime after 10 years, why can't you get away with a fucking text? Why can't you get away with a fucking
Isn't it
tweet?
7 for
It's
I
10.
thought it was 7.
It's 10.
10.
Yeah, I thought it was 7.
Well, no, it's 10. It's 10 years.
Maybe we're thinking
for
about
them
credit, Mars.
for-
We might be thinking about credit.
Yeah,
You might be
I don't know.
thinking about
I'm not a
credit.
felon, so I don't know. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's, I know it's
No,
10
but-
years for that. But
If you
it's
can get
also
away
like-
for a crime that was already committed after 10 years, you definitely should get away from a fucking tweet you
but
you
yeah, and I
put
just
out
don't
12 years ago.
understand what makes people want to dwell and dig into people's past. Like, okay, perfect example. Another perfect example. Even though I don't like Roseanne, right? She did those on Instagram, and she did that immediately, right? I
Yeah.
get it. So that's when I understand. It's like, okay, yo, shut up, bitch. You're being stupid. But then, like, if
Stupid and
it's
terrible.
years or like when Twitter or Instagram or Facebook first started, like, be real, back in 2012 and 2013, all the way up until like 3 years ago, it was amazing to be toxic. It was okay to be edgy and witty, and some of these jokes now. Look at Philip DeFranco. Even then, look at fucking Filthy Frank, the dude who did the Harlem Shake thing. That dude was fucking crazy.
Yeah, he was.
And you
Is it just the three of us,
but, like,
Ramen? Or are
he-
you not? Oh, you're not playing, huh, Ramen?
Yeah, no. No,
See?
he's grown and
No, no.
evolved so much. So let's say he goes into some other situation now. Would he be deemed like fucked up for that? Like, dude, this
Now,
shit is
yeah.
grown. And that's stupid.
Raymond
But-
said,
but let
okay,
me-
work
but
at
I'm
7
asking the
a.m.
chat.
Good night, stream. Good night, Raymond. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Peace.
No.
Later,
Yeah,
dude.
like what do you guys think? Stream, chat?
It's ridiculous.
So I
Well,
think I agree with
I-
Ramen.
Oh, go ahead.
I agree with Ramen. 10 years, especially given that if you can't criminal prosecute someone after 10 years, court of the public eye operates a little bit differently. Especially because,
Yeah.
you know, what is socially acceptable and what isn't changes. However, I think that it should still, in some
Jesus.
capacity, apply. Like, oh, this was 10 years ago.
Are those
10 years
Legos,
ago.
or is that ice?
It sounds like
Ice.
Legos. It's Legos. I'm going to pretend it's Legos.
It's ice. Okay, well, you pretend I'm gonna
Legos.
drink cold water with Legos. That's
I am absolutely going to pretend that you're drinking cold water with Legos, yes.
okay, fair enough. Continue.
So, oh, excuse me. So, I think somebody should have the mind of going, oh, this was 10 years ago. We were telling women to make us sandwiches 10 years ago, and it was hilarious. I guess we should leave this alone. You know, that's just my thing. That's my take on it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm with Ramen.
Yeah, I got you.
Mitsumi, you were saying?
I think that, well, me personally, I'm not a huge fan of the cancel mute culture because it's so easily swayed. But I agree. No, I agree and I disagree. I agree that no one's past.
Yeah, we only got
brought up.
15 minutes. Y'all gotta move and talk.
Oh, God. Okay.
How are you gonna? Anyway, so
Perfection.
I agree because I don't think anybody's past should be brought up, especially because the culture transitioned so fast. It was like within the last 5 years. You know what I'm saying? But I also don't agree for the people who are still doing the same thing that they were doing 10 years ago and still trying to make it fun. Like, if you're homophobic 10 years ago, fine, okay? But for you to continuously be homophobic, it's time for you to start changing your ways or get off the internet.
So do you think him
'Cause
being
now
as
you're-
as a gay man, do you think him being not necessarily transphobic but saying he doesn't get it, do you think that that's unacceptable?
No,
That's
that's
a le-
acceptable. Because people...
That's a legitimate
that's
question
a-
for some people.
Yeah, for me, that is ignorance and the lack of knowledge. Like, I just think that someone needs to just sit down and talk with him and have a deep discussion on what the other part of the LGBTQ community is about, the T in the LGBTQ. Like, I understand
Right.
that you're all brethren, but you're all brethren and you're, like, because you're just flying under one flag. If you get to know this person, then maybe you can understand why they chose that lifestyle versus just being gay or just being lesbian or just being whatever.
Whatever, what have
know.
you.
Pansexual, sansexual,
Right,
trisexual,
right.
whatever the fuck the
I
title
think his opinion and the opinion that he held 2 years
Oh,
ago
the pansexual.
highlights selfishness.
idea.
Look it up.
Pansexual just they
I
love
already know,
everybody.
but
They love all the
make-
things, man.
Yeah,
you're
no, that's
you're
weird.
cute, he's cute, she's cute, they're cute, everybody's cute. Everybody's cute. Everybody cuddles.
That fish looks cute.
Right. Everything is attractive in its own right.
That sounds
Okay.
Oh my gosh. But like
Let's
to
see,
me that, you know what I mean? I think it just comes from a place of arrogance and selfishness. We live in a very me society. And a lot of gay men are, you know what I mean, hashtag self-loving themselves to death, you know what I mean? So for him, I think he sees trans and goes, oh, I would never do nothing like that. I don't get it. And like, that's the end of the conversation for him. So like you said, Brittany, it's coming from really a place of ignorance. He's just not, he doesn't get it because he would never do it personally. So he doesn't care to, you know what I mean?
To go any further.
To go any further, right.
And
I
it's
like
not
dudes.
like he's bashing trans.
Right, he didn't say they were
It's not like, oh my
gross
God,
or
I
an
hate
abomination or anything crazy like that. He just said he
But-
didn't understand why anybody would do that. That's what he
But
said.
that also is the reason why I don't like the cancel culture. And I died, and I thought I ate, so that's fine. But
Okay, I'm gonna
another
put him
reason
to
why I don't
sleep.
like this culture because we sit up here and we're canceling a dude who literally just nipped racism in the butt.
Okay.
Like,
Yep.
and you guys are digging through his past. He did this, but he's transphobic though. Like, what? How? Why? Why can't y'all just give the dude props where props is due and call it a day? Why does it even
'Cause-
have to be something negative?
Because humans are unholy creatures that look for all the dirt within each other because they don't want to see the good. They want to see the worst in people.
I agree.
That's why.
That's my take on it as well.
Yeah.
Mike J says, hell, I've
that
watched
mean?
the Chili episode of South Park. If everyone's offended and South Park don't give a damn, I think people can still chill. What is the Chili episode? I ain't seen that. What is that?
Oh no.
What is the Chili episode?
Yeah, just go see the episode. Just
Nah, man, somebody tell me. Give me a synopsis. Somebody
Nope.
tell me.
Look it up.
watch
Look it
the
up.
episode.
Yep.
Chili
That's
episode,
it.
man.
We can't. No, you can't. No, because you'll never be able to. Fully
It will
understand
never
until you watch you.
Just
Yeah,
It's not
like
gonna- it's
that.
not gonna
You
hit
watch
you
it.
until you see
You
that.
have to, you
I
have
don't
to
even
watch
watch
it.
South Park like that, yo. Y'all, somebody
Well,
give me like an
no,
abridged
no,
version.
Nope. Nope.
All right,
Just
man.
Watch
pull
it.
up
Give me
an
nothing.
episode on your phone or something. Just
I guess.
one frickin' thing. Yeah.
It's funny though, putting a racist in their place gets called transphobic. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened, man. He told that woman to go to hell, and you know, Twitter didn't approve because he doesn't understand trans people. Like that's what happened.
Like you can't. You for whatever reason, lately, you cannot be justified in your beliefs without someone deciding to dig up another situation. I don't
Well,
know.
it's not
how
even
you
necessarily
got
that. It becomes this moral compass that is actually, I'm gonna go ahead and be the one to say it. It becomes this extremely toxic question of morality. It's like, oh, okay, so you're right and you're just about this, but what about this? Are you right and just where this is concerned? How about this? Are you right and just where this is concerned? And they just kind of go down the list until they find something that's a no. And then it's, ha, I knew it, you're an evil being, you're an evil human being, you're a bad person. Blah, 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 blah. And that's just kind of how it goes. Like,
I always knew you were a monster.
right, pretty much. I knew it was too good to be true. So like you could take somebody who is, you know what I mean, a philanthropist through and through. They give back. They tend to homeless people. You know, they're a foster home. They adopt. They, you know what I mean, travel the world, feeding the poor, giving money to the community. Everything that they earn in their life goes back into their community. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you know, let Twitter find out that motherfucker eat a Chick-fil-A and it's over. It's over. It's done. It doesn't matter anymore because you eat a Chick-fil-A, so clearly everything that you stand for is a lie. And that's just kind of how it goes. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Dang, which is sad because Chick-fil-A is good.
I'm sorry. I know LGBT community members that love the hell out of that, and they'll tell you, I love me some sin chicken. It's a joke. It's a
Sin
joke to the.
chicken.
That's what they call it. You know, I love me some hateful, some bigotry chicken, and it's a big joke. You know what I mean? Like, I did see a post though, and I thought that it was great. I thought it was a wonderful opportunity. It says, hey, if you still eat at Chick-fil-A, or for those of you allies that still eat at Chick-fil-A, can you just not this month think of it as Lent for gay people? And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? And that, I think, is what I mean when I say come to a level of understanding, because at that point you're not persecuting everybody who goes and gets some waffle fries. You're just saying, hey, can you just maybe not for like 30 days?
Nah, that's hard.
I really don't think it is, bro. It's fast food. You be alright for 30 days.
Nah, you
Yeah.
lie.
Look,
Yeah.
I am
That is
look, I am
delicious. That is
bisexual,
sinfully delicious.
Sinfully
and
delicious. You can
I
be sin-free for.
Chick-fil-A.
You can be sin-free
No,
for
you
the month
can't.
of June,
Look,
bro.
everybody said, look, if you go to the path of the Bible, you sin every day. You sin waking up.
So you might as well
Might
eat
as
sin
well
chicken,
move.
is what you're telling me?
Yeah, you might as well keep fucking moving.
That's
Fuck.
not an
Might as
excuse,
well
bro.
just eat
It's just
chicken
keep it.
today.
You guys are terrible.
Well, here's the thing. I guess maybe it's because I never thought of it that way for Chick-fil-A. It's just like, look, they have their beliefs. this is what they believe in. If they have the right to not, do what they want to do with.
Well, the big problem now is that they're donating to boys and girls clubs for the youth, but these same clubs have like conversion therapy courses and all that kind of crazy shit. You know what I mean? They don't allow black people to join their organization.
Oh, they're trying to do Mr. I am the universe.
Well, okay, so listen,
What?
Chick-fil-A is donating to churches and youth groups that partake in stuff like that. So Chick-fil-A itself is not partaking in stuff like that, but they're giving money to groups that do. And that's what the big stink is about. And apparently, like 2-3 years ago, they said they were going to stop, that it wasn't a thing anymore. And then it came out, I don't know, like last month or the month
They never
before,
stopped.
that, they stopped donating to certain organizations and picked up donating to others that follow kind of the same belief structure. So, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff.
I get you.
Which, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Brittany says she enjoys the sin chicken. She's bi. She's bisexual. And she eats the sin chicken, so I don't know. I guess. She said, I sure do. I sure do.
Look, I don't dabble. There's 3 things I don't dabble in real life: politics, religion, and race.
That's fair.
I'll eat their sin chicken.
I'm talking with all
computers.
3, so I love that shit. Fuck your pay. Whoever's in here, if you're conservative or you're liberal, fuck you. Right?
Wow. Okay. I guess.
Everyone, huh? Just
Apparently.
Everybody. You gay, you straight, fuck y'all too. Fuck y'all. So,
Okay.
I hate you all
Then fuck
equally,
you,
so
fuck
you're all
you.
equal.
Yeah,
in my
see?
book.
Yeah, I do. Look, you gotta do it this way. If you're gonna hate, just hate everything and everyone, and you'll be fine.
Yep.
Is that how I have to do it?
Yeah. Because, I mean, why be limited in your hate? Hate everything. Like,
Okay, but aren't
just
you
limited
just
that.
as bad
I
as
am
the
putting that on the
philanthropists
shirt.
that
Hate
tell you to love everything? Like, isn't that just as bad?
oh, yeah.
Like, why does shit have to be
You know,
black
is
and
it-
white? Humans are
What's
complex.
bad about? What's bad
If-
about hating everything and
If
everything?
anything should be taken away from Mr. It's Above Me, which, by the way, I really want a shirt. I really want a shirt. If anything should be taken
We
away
should
from
make
that,
one.
from that situation, it should be that humans are complex and layered creatures. That there is no absolute good or
No,
absolute evil.
they're
man.
dumb and selfish, and they need to all burn in a fire. I'm waiting on the meteor to burn it up. Burn it all up, man. Start over.
I'm very concerned about you, Mars. Very concerned.
It's above me as well.
It's above me as
Jesus.
well. Fix it,
Fix it,
Jesus.
Jesus. Go and get that meteor.
Oh my
Clean
goodness.
it all up, man.
Clean it all up. Lake of fire, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay.
I still wouldn't.
I'll describe it, but it's pretty
Pretty-
funny and then
pretty
gross
anyway.
and then funny again. Alright, Mike J. Mike J says he's gonna tell me about the chili
No,
episode.
don't ruin it for her.
No. Yeah, don't.
What? Come on, man. He's trying to do me the favor. He's trying to do the favor.
You don't
The
need
favor
the
of
favor. You
ruining
just
an
need to watch
episode. Yeah.
it. It's great. It's great by its lonesome. Just watch it and enjoy it.
It's great how horrible it is.
It's great how horrible it is. I'm concerned.
Yep.
I'm doing a concern, friend.
You should be.
No,
Yes.
you shouldn't be concerned because the time that it was written in, it was okay.
South Park
Yeah.
is pretty
Wait,
ridiculous,
die.
though. What? It's gonna die?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Give me.
Sorry.
You're mine.
Cool.
I own you now. You're my bitch.
Oh my goodness.
You in your
Stop.
Shut up. Shut up.
Oh, look at my babies, guys. Will you?
Hey, get some too. Get shot, you little
He's gonna
nigga.
go shoot your little.
Pow!
Stop!
Oh my god. Alright.
Fuck your kids, nigga.
Mike J said, alright, it's about chili and that's all you need to know.
Yep, that's all.
There you go. That's all you need.
I guess, man.
All you need to know.
We finished this hunt.
Am I
It's
being too
break
loud for
time.
you? I'm so sorry.
We're gonna take a break for 5 to 7 minutes like we always do. Don't go anywhere because we got way more to talk about when we come back for sure, for sure. Alright? 5 to 7 minutes. We'll be back in just a bit.